Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I am super thrilled that you are here. And wherever you're watching, I would love for you to drop in the comments where you're tuning in from and uh, what you've got going on today. So, I want to just really give you, if you're an introvert, then you really need to be on this live stream. So today I'm going to be talking, and this is going to be a brief one. And I know I say that each and every time, but I try so hard. I'm extremely passionate about educating, empowering, and equipping folks to do exactly what they've been purposed to do. So, because I am extremely passionate about that, sometimes I say I'm going to be on for a quick pop in, or I'm not going to be long, and I end up being a little bit longer just because, again, I am extremely passionate about what I'm doing. So today we're going to be talking about really 3 steps that introverts should take to increase their confidence. And I want to tell you why I wanted to talk about this. It's because I believe my eyes are burning. I don't really know why. My eyes are burning. But I want to tell you why I wanted to talk about this today, because there is a level of confidence that we have to have. And it's not about faking it until you make it, it's not about um, trying to be someone that you're not, but it's really and truly dialing into a level of confidence, and that's what's going to help move the needle for a lot of us. Okay. So I wanted to touch on this today. Uh, Again, very briefly, really quickly. So if you're watching, drop in the comments where you're tuning in from. I would really love to know that. So the first thing that I want to talk about is really, as introverts, we a lot of times face really unique challenges when it comes to sales. Um, and that's just, it's a given. It literally is a given. We face unique challenges. And so from that could be from feeling uncomfortable with networking to struggling with our own self-confidence. Um, it can be really easy for us to pull back um, and not really dial into the advantages that we ourselves as introverts have. Thank you so much for tuning in from Florida. I cannot see your name, so it just says Facebook user, but thank you for tuning in from Florida. And so, uh, but today I really want to I want to share these 3 powerful steps that will really help you increase that confidence and excel in sales. And this is going to help us. And it may seem elementary. You know, you may think, well, Karina, you know, this is really not going to help me. But if you actually implement them in a real way, it does. I've done it. I've done it. And I've seen other people do it as well. So, again, 3 steps that introverts should take to increase confidence in sales. Okay. So, the first thing is you want to really embrace your introverted superpowers. The problem with this is most introverts, lots of introverts, I should say. I don't, because I've not met most. So, I want to qualify that better. Lots of introverts that I have met don't know that they have an advantage and that they have superpowers. The moment you can embrace those superpowers, those advantages, is one of the moments you dial up astronomically the amount of confidence you walk in when it comes to sales and your business. What do I mean by that? When you understand that you being quiet is not a disadvantage, but is actually a superpower because you're listening intently. You're paying attention to the small nuances, to the small details. You're listening to actually hear and understand. That's an advantage. You're not quiet because you're timid, you're scared, you're afraid, you're awkward. That's not why you're quiet. You may be some of those things, but that's not why you're quiet. You're quiet because of your advantages. How can this be an advantage to me increasing my sales, Karina? Because you can use this to listen to what your ideal client is in need of. You can use this so that you're able to dial into exactly how to provide the solutions that they need. That's how you can use, that's just one of the superpowers that we have, one of the advantages that we have that allows us to absolutely 100% increase our sales exponentially. So that's just one of the superpowers. I'm not going to go through all of them here today. So that's the first step. Embrace your introverted superpowers. Okay. Do not allow people to mold you into the extroverted one size fits all. Let's do it like this salespeople-y way. I know some of that we were probably like salespeople-y. Yeah. Don't allow people to mold you into that. Okay. The second thing is really practice that self-compassion and that positive self-talk. When you stop saying, this is not working for me, this isn't any good, I've never been good at, if you've been rocking with me for any length of time, you've probably heard me talk about when I was in my early 20s. This is about 30 years ago. I worked in a department store, in the shoe department of a department store. And I was a salesperson and I hated it. The manager was training me and, said, go to the back, get shoes when people come in and want a pair of shoes and they give you the size. And he said, and then, do an upsell. And I remember to this day, it is vivid in my mind. When he said that, I said, I'm not selling anything to anybody. I don't like sales. I'm not good at sales. I will not do that. Because what happened was when I applied to the department store, they placed me where they needed me, not where I wanted to be. So from that moment on, I just remember thinking for so many years, I hate sales. I don't want to be in sales. I don't want to do sales. And then even after that, I was in a few sales position jobs and I didn't do very well. And it was because I planted that seed in my mind. And so that self-talk and that self-compassion is going to up that confidence level for you. Again, exponentially. Okay. So the first thing is embrace your introverted superpowers. And then number 2, practice self-compassion and positive self-talk. What are you saying to yourself? When I stopped saying to myself, I hate sales, I saw it from a different perspective. And I understood really what it was versus what people are saying it is. I got my own revelation for what it was. Once that clicked, it did wonders. Now I actually enjoy them. I have fun on my calls because it's different. It's completely different. And then the last thing, and I told you all I was going to be quick this time. The last thing is really have a personalized sales approach. Okay. A personalized sales approach. In other words, have a strategy. Have a strategy. That's going to be key for you. When you have a systematic strategy from beginning to end, you know exactly what you're going to do, what you're going to say, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. When you have that, that creates confidence because you don't have to figure it out. You're not flying by the seat of your pants. That increases your confidence exponentially. So these were 3 things that I wanted to share with you today. 3 things that you as an introvert should, these are steps you need to take to increase that confidence so that you're able to increase your sales. Okay. So again, the first thing is embrace your introverted superpowers. Number 2, you want to practice that self-compassion and positive talk. And then number 3, you're going to develop a personalized sales strategy. And when I say a personalized sales strategy, that's not just a script. Let's not relegate it to just a script. That is from beginning to end. That is who your ideal audience is, who your target audience is, who your ideal audience is within that targeted audience, how you're going to contact them, how you're going to connect with them, how you're going to nurture that relationship, how you're going to bring them along within that your ethos, okay? And then how you're going to get them into your container and then continue to nurture that relationship. So when I say that sales approach, that sales strategy, it's more than just getting someone on a phone call and begging and pleading that they buy your services. There's a whole lot of steps way before that that we've got to start leaning into and dialing into. So I really want to challenge you to take action. Because listen, at the end of the day, there you got it. You got it. You got 3 steps, 3 actionable steps that will help you increase your confidence, that will help you increase your sales. Prosperity is really, it's about believing that you can do it, having that faith, whatever you believe in, your higher power, whatever, whomever that is, however that is, and then putting action to it. You can't just believe and think it's going to happen. You've got to believe and you've got to put action to it. Has to be both. Has to be both. And so that's what we're talking about. Okay. So you see down at the bottom of the screen has been scrolling across my website. I am currently receiving registrations for my free 5-day visibility training. It's visibility and sales. We're going to start from the very beginning and begin to build out a visibility and sales system. And we're starting from the very beginning because we've got to build a solid foundation. If we don't have a solid foundation, then we're not going to be able to absolutely, yes, 100%. Belief plus action equals prosperity. 100%. And I have been talking about this prosperity for a minute now. We have to understand, because the whole idea of success, that can be subjective, and I understand that prosperity is too, but success, people seem to use success, the word success, to exclude people, and I don't want to do that. We have availability of all of it, but that prosperity is so amazing, because we can prosper in so many ways. Right now, prospering in our mindset, prospering in confidence, continues to have us prosper in other areas. Finances. We want to make money, revenue. Okay. We're not doing this as hobbies. So having that plan is 100% going to be the way we get to where we need to go. And Tiffany, I believe you are already registered for the free 5-day visibility and sales training. Make sure you're in the group because I don't want you to miss out on anything. I definitely don't want you to miss out on anything. It is this training is going to be so vital. So register. If you have not registered for the free 5-day visibility and sales training, please do that. Go to my website, GoBeGreatCoaching.com. You're going to see in the right-hand corner up at the top a tab that says free 5-day visibility sprint. And then, okay, perfect, Tiffany. And then click on that and register. Let's get it going. We're going to start Monday. You're going to have tasks that are going to be dropped in email and in our private community. You're going to have tasks that you're going to be responsible for getting done because this is work. This is not me just, I'm not regurgitating anything for anyone. I hate to sound kind of harsh, but I just need us to understand that we've got to put in some effort. We've got to move forward. We can't stay stuck where we are. So if you have not registered, make sure you register and let's get that going. Let's get it going. So I just talked to you about 3 steps that introverts like us should take to increase confidence in sales. These are 3 steps that I had to lean into. So I'm not telling you something that is, I've not had to do myself. So I am going to close out here. That is all I wanted to share with you all today. Hopefully this has been beneficial to you, and I will see you all later. Go to my website, register. You see Tiffany's, she's already registered. I remember her name because I love the spelling of her first name. She's already registered, and I want to make sure everybody is in the community. You can't get in unless you registered. So let's get it going. I'm super thrilled, super excited. Let's go.